Good afternoon, everyone. Ladies and gentlemen, members of the university faculty and degree candidates. As Vice President of Academic Affairs and Interim Provost of the University of Texas at Arlington, I hereby call this commencement ceremony to order. I ask that everyone please rise for the entrance of the national colors by the UT Arlington Corps of Cadets, to be followed by the singing of our national anthem by Dylan Elza. Gentlemen, please remove your hats for the singing of the national anthem. Please be seated. I now call upon Dean Coletti, Dean of the College of Science, to preside over today's ceremony.
Thank you, Provost Johns Ruth, for opening our ceremony and for joining us today. Thank you as well to UT Arlington President Vistas Karbari, who will be conferring the degrees later in the ceremony. Good afternoon, honored guests, faculty, friends, families, and graduates. I am pleased to welcome you to the Spring 2016 College of Science Commencement Ceremony. I would like to introduce the other members of the stage party this afternoon. Serving as our University Gonfalon bearer, Dr. James Grover, Associate Dean of Science for Research and Graduate Studies and Professor of Biology. Bearing the official university mace, Dr. Greg Hale, Assistant Dean for Science Education. Dr. John Smith, Interim Dean of the College of Education. Our keynote speaker, Dr. Franklin Alexander. Dr. Linda Johnsruth, Vice President for Academic Affairs and Interim Provost. Dr. Vistas Karbari, President. Dr. Timothy Quinnan, Vice President of Student Affairs. Dr. Minerva Cordero, Associate Dean of Science for Academic Affairs and Professor of Mathematics. Dr. Clay Clark, Chair of Biology. Dr. Fred McDonald, Chair of Chemistry and Biochemistry. Dr. Ashish Basu, Chair of Earth and Environmental Sciences. Dr. Jianzhang Su, Chair of Mathematics. Dr. Alex Wise, Chair of Physics. Dr. Perry Fuchs, Chair of Psychology. Serving as our announcer today, Dr. Timothy Henry, Associate Dean of the Honors College. Serving as Honors Gonfalon bearer, Dr. Carl Petruso, Dean of the Honors College. Ms. Teresa Madden, Vice President for Global Education, Outreach, and Extended Studies. Ms. Lynn Waters, Vice President for University Communications. Dr. Nan Ellen, Dean of the College of Architecture, Planning, and Public Affairs. Mr. Shelby Bozeman, University Attorney. Mr. Jeff Jeter, Director of Government Relations, and Dr. Rebecca Bickel, Dean of Libraries. Our hooding faculty include Dr. Robert Gatchell from the Department of Psychology, Dr. Qiming Zhang, Dr. Yu Deng, Dr. Muhammad Huda, and Wei Chen from the Department of Physics. Dr. Andrzej Korzianowski and Dr. Dmitry Grantchov, Dr. James Epperson, and Dr. Ren Kang Lee from the Department of Mathematics. Dr. Andrew Hunt and Dr. Arnie Wingot from the Department of Earth and Atmospheric Science, Environmental Sciences. Dr. Rasika Diaz from the Department of Chemistry and Biochemistry, and Dr. Laura Midlars from the Department of Biology. I would like to take a moment to recognize an important group of people who helped each graduate reach this significant milestone, members of our faculty. These dedicated women and men have not only provided you with important classroom instruction, but they have shaped your intellectual formation in labs, in the field, and in the community. They have served as teachers, mentors, and role models, collaborating with you in the pursuit of academic achievement and preparation for what lies ahead, be it further study, entry into the educated workforce, or some post-commencement adventure. Would all members of the faculty please rise to be recognized? Please be seated. We are pleased to see so many family and friends here today. You have come from across our state, our nation, and even as far as Vietnam, Nepal, and Nigeria. No matter how far you have traveled to join us, we welcome you. Your presence means a lot to your students and to us, and it is an honor to share the stage with them as we celebrate their accomplishments. It is my honor today to welcome our commencement speaker, Dr. Franklin Alexander, back to our campus. When Dr. Alexander went from his small hometown of Burr, Texas, and a graduating class of only 26 to UT Austin, he encountered 650 students in his first class. He not only survived, but eventually thrived in that large competitive environment and went on to earn his BA in microbiology. He then earned his DDS degree from Baylor University College of Dentistry and moved to Arlington, the hometown of his wife, Jane. Dr. Alexander has practiced dentistry here for over 30 years and has been the team dentist for the Texas Rangers baseball club since 2005. We are very fortunate that he and Jane are so committed to giving back to the Arlington community. They were among the Charter Galaxy members of our planetarium, which celebrated its 10th anniversary this year. He is also a member of the UT Arlington President's Advisory Board and a member of our 1895 Society. He serves as a director of Arlington Big Brothers and Big Sisters and also the Arlington Boys and Girls Club. He has been named America's top dentist, a Tarrant County top doc, and a Texas super dentist. We are very grateful that he has agreed to join us today as our keynote speaker. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Alexander.
Thank you very much. Thank you to President Kabari, Dean Galidi, distinguished guests, and faculty. Most importantly, congratulations to all the graduates here today and your families. It is really an honor for me to speak to you. I remember when I was sitting where you are at UT Austin, and President, well, he wasn't president then, George Bush the Elder was the speaker. That was before he was president, and he was the director of the CIA. I don't remember a single thing he said. All I could think about was a party I was going to afterwards and all the beer I was going to drink. So, probably when you're my age, you won't remember me, but hopefully I will say one pearl that you will remember. Who knows? Time will tell. What a wonderful, exciting time to be graduating from the College of Science. Whether you go into research, teaching, or in the vast field of the healthcare professions, this is just an unbelievable time to be a member of this field. When you combine what is happening in science, health, computing, biotechnology, big data, and so forth, I think you will see cures for every major disease, such as cancer, AIDS, Parkinson's, heart disease, diabetes, and more. I really think this will occur during my lifetime. I plan on living to be very old, so y'all need to get out there and get going with it. I also think it's likely that you will be able to alter your own DNA. A lady named Elizabeth Parrish recently experimented on her DNA to reverse cell aging. She believes she was successful, and she now thinks she's 20 years younger. Time will tell. Probably some of you are aware of Dr. Craig Ventnor, who created the first completely synthetic life form able to reproduce in the year 2010. It was named Phi X174, and this simple virus was produced from a string of DNA composed entirely on a computer. Thus was invented the field of synthetic biology, better known as synbio. He recently one-upped this by manufacturing the world's first synthetic bacteria. Facts like these just boggle my mind. I have a few observations and life experiences that have been very beneficial to me, and I believe they can do the same for you in your quest to make a difference. I asked several of my patients and friends over the last few weeks what they would like, what any suggestions they might have that I give to you. The resounding answer was to tell you to save your money. If your employer has a 401k, sign up immediately. Start as quickly as you can. A wise man told me one time when I was your age that he had never met anyone that said, "Dang, I wish I hadn't saved so much money." So think about it. I urge you never to underestimate the power of luck. One of my mentors told me one time that luck is behaviorally defined as the number of people you know. To take this another step, if you have not heard this saying before, never forget it. It is not what you know, but who you know that really matters. One of these days, maybe that will work for you, or in reverse, it will work for a friend of yours because they know you. And there's no explanation for an opportunity that appears out of nowhere and that just they were at the right place at the right time. I have experienced and observed this phenomenon several times in my life and career. So my suggestion to you is get out and about, meet people, and hand out your business card. If you don't have a business card, get one. I have found that the success you achieve in life is directly proportional to the questions you ask. We waste a lot of time asking people that are not qualified to answer the question, what should we do about a particular thing in my life? When you ask people questions, they get to speak and give you opinions. Sometimes this will be the answers you need, sometimes not. The key is to ask the question and then be quiet. This technique shows that you care, and people often do not care how much you know, rather how much you care about them. This is a very important tool for those of you that decide to become health professionals. Learn to ask questions and then listen for the answer. In life, you will meet two types of people, ones that build you up and ones that tear you down. But in the end, you will thank them both. Self-esteem is the key to high performance. When you look in the mirror, you have to like what you see. Life is 10% what happens to you and 90% how you deal with it. And you look in the mirror, ask yourself, do I have what it takes? Who knows? The answer to the question will be determined by how much you're willing to sacrifice and risk. Remember, perfection equals paralysis. I know all about this one. I was the perfect child. Those psychology majors in the room know that term. You must be willing to make mistakes and be comfortable making mistakes, unless, of course, you're a brain surgeon and you're working on me, then no mistakes, please. Failure is the opportunity to begin again with more intelligence. As most of you, obviously, are early on in your careers, please listen carefully to my next topic. If you are ever presented with the choice between a great mentor or higher pay, always, always take the mentor, every time. It is not even close. They have life experiences that you don't have. And when you listen to them, they can get you to the next level a lot faster than you would ever be able to get there on your own. And don't even think about leaving that mentor until your learning curve peaks. The last topic on mentors is a perfect lead into a phrase that my early mentors gave me and I've never forgotten. and it continues to be a driving force for me even today in everything I do. It's a simple phrase. The phrase is, you don't know what you don't know. It is the key, in my opinion, to keep from being burned out in the marketplace, in the workplace. Continuing education is the key factor, which has kept me happy and engaged in my profession. As a dentist, when you graduate from dental school, you know just enough to be dangerous. And as I said, you don't know what you don't know. I learned from mentors that attending courses from people much more experienced than me would be the key to practice enjoyment and being fulfilled in what I did. And you know, they were right in that early advice. It is just plain fun to keep learning about what you do. In my opinion, education and engagement will be the defining parameters that will guide your career and your life. Become engaged with UTA in any way you can. Become engaged in the city you settle down in. I would challenge you to become engaged in the University of Texas system, especially if you decide to reside in this great state of Texas. The UT system is comprised of 14 institutions with 2 additional institutions on the horizon, some world-class and others on their way to becoming the best they do in the United States. Do your best to pass on your knowledge and even help financially when it is appropriate. The future of this university, this state, your community, and our fine university system will be the better for it. Both my wife and I have been enriched multiple times from this type of engagement that I speak of. Never forget the quote from Winston Churchill, "We make a living by what we get, we make a life by what we give." In conclusion, I'd like to again congratulate all the graduates and their families. I challenge all of you, make a difference in everything you do. Welcome to the big show.
Thank you, Dr. Alexander, for your inspiring words, and please accept this as a small token of our appreciation.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We are very proud to count you as a member of our Maverick Nation. And now we begin the part that you've been waiting for the past few years, the awarding of the degrees. Please notice that many candidates have cords, stoles, and medallions to recognize their accomplishments and achievements. These include the double gold cord indicating cum laude, magna cum laude, or summa cum laude. At this time, we will recognize all of the candidates for doctoral degrees. Candidates, please rise and come forward. I am pleased to recognize that these individuals, by satisfactorily completing their current semester of academic work, will meet all the requirements for their degrees as specified by their graduate studies committees and the Graduate Assembly. At this time, I will ask the faculty members who will be hooding the students who have satisfied the requirements for the doctoral degrees to please watch for their students and come forward to hood them when their name is called.
From the Department of Biology, Shweta Pachal, Supervising Professor, Dr. Mele Malato. She's being hooded by Dr. Laura Metzlar. From the Department of Chemistry and Biochemistry, Pooja Ahuja, Supervising Professor, Dr. Fred McDonnell. From the Department of Chemistry and Biochemistry, Nalin Mandupripa Jayarathatun. Supervising Professor, Dr. Rashika Diaz. From the Department of Earth and Environmental Sciences, Taylor M. Huglet. Supervising Professor, Dr. Arne Winget. From the Department of Environmental Science, Jadarash Shakar. Being supervised by Dr. Hunter Duishaba. From the Department of Mathematics, Ahmed T. Ali. Supervising Professor, Dr. Ren Chang Lee. From the Department of Mathematics, Richard G. Chandler. Supervising Professor, Dr. Micaiah Van Cleef. Being hooded by Dr. James Epperson. From the Department of Mathematics, John D. Griffiths. Supervising Professor, Dr. Dmitry Genkarov. From the Department of Mathematics, Rachel L. Traylor. Supervising Professor, Dr. Andrei Korzanowski. From the Department of Physics, Sunil Shahi. Supervising Professor, Dr. Wei Chen. From the Department of Physics, Pranab Sakar. Supervising Professor, Dr. Muhammad Huda. From the Department of Physics, Ching Shen. Supervising Professor, Dr. Yi Deng. From the Department of Physics, Prabhath Wanaguru. Supervising Professor, Dr. Kiming Zhang. From the Department of Psychology, Shahi Oshie. Supervising Professor, Dr. Robert Gatchell. Nobody else will lose you. It's not your fault. I can't believe people can't.
Please join me in congratulating our newest PhDs. Will the candidates for master's degree please rise and come forward? I am pleased to recognize that these individuals, by satisfactorily completing their current semester of academic work, will meet all the requirements for their degrees as specified by their graduate studies committees and the Graduate Assembly.
From the Department of Biology, Warood Syed Ashamari. Package BC. John Michael Camp. From the Department of Earth and Environmental Science, Derek T. Brummel. Cullen Halbrook Boyd. Richard Brian Goldberg. Shadani Raina. Michael A. Ray. From the Department of Mathematics, Holly Catherine Bate. Felicia Dewanaga. V. Wien. Edith Yashina Pineda. From the Department of Physics, Christopher M. Bryant. From the Department of Psychology, Sabrina Acom Inyun. Jennifer Lynn Jones. Brittany Latrill. Stephanie L. Martinez. Robin G. Mercado. Kathleen Marie Monks. Clinton T. Potter. Ivan Enrique Rodriguez. Jennifer Lawrence Starnes. Vivian Ta. From the Department of Physics, Ava Koshrani. From the College of Architecture, Planning, and Public Affairs, Bowie Shaki Bishash, receiving her master's in landscape architecture today as her husband receives his doctoral degree in physics.
Will all the candidates for bachelor degrees please rise? These candidates by satisfactorily completing their current semester of academic work will meet all the requirements for their degrees as specified by the department faculty and the undergraduate assembly. I am pleased to recognize that they are completing the degrees for which they have been certified. Congratulations to all of you. Please be seated. Dr. Clay Clark will now present the candidates for bachelor degrees in the biology department.
Will the candidates for bachelor's degrees from the Department of Biology please stand and come forward and be recognized?
Jesslyn Abraham. Hisham Abgugosh, cum laude. Lovelace Adintion. Sarah Datani. Joy E. Aguna, cum laude. Mahmoud Ahmed, cum laude. Rena H. Akkad, summa cum laude. Andrea Alfero, summa cum laude. Zara Ali, cum laude. Jacob Allen. Lorena Maria Arango. Anita Bania. Whitney Cheyenne Broyle, summa cum laude. Natalie Paola Buenaventura. Brandon D. Butler. Timothy Wayne Capo. Sylvia Joanne Chard. Erica Denise Chavez. Jameen B. Clayton. Colin Ray Dean, cum laude. Andrea Marie Dinez. Summer A. Diago, Tae Ding, Victoria D. Doe, summa cum laude, Albert T. Doki, Jennifer Dong, Trevina Isak, Hillary M. Farr, cum laude, Terrian Shilby Flink, cum laude, Gloria Elizabeth Flores, cum laude, Tofumi Tima Folainen, Roberta F. Freeman, Jorge Garcia, cum laude, Afsun Gezor, magna cum laude, Leonette Rashida Griffin, Maria Guerrero, Gareng Gupte, summa cum laude, Jennifer N. Gutierrez, magna cum laude, Eric J. Helsing, Saumaya Wayel Hamed Inde, Hein Viet Ho, cum laude, Ryan C. Holt, Eric Quinton Hulsey, cum laude, Fatima Khan Jaffrey, cum laude, Chris Jantz, Brendan Scott Johnson, Jorday Darnielle Josiah, Kriti Karki, Minesh J. Kadka, cum laude, Tasmin Khalil, Russell D. Kirby, Shoko Kabayashi, Alizatu Koruma, magna cum laude, Vivian Nguyen La, Brandon Chow Lam, summa cum laude, Jason Lee, magna cum laude, Kathy Lee, cum laude, Tracy Tram Lee, cum laude, Shin Lee, Vanessa Gabriela Lopez, Noela Kinye Abepe, Jeffrey Connor McGee, Diana I. Medina, magna cum laude, Saline Yarhara Mireles, Ali Abbas Mohammadi, summa cum laude, Carolina Muniz, Cherith Ilaya Naig, Ifechi Oburaya Naduka, Derek D. Wing, Ellie An Wing, Florence Wing, Yang Ding Wing, magna cum laude, Hong Linda Wing, magna cum laude, Harry Wing, Jennifer Wynn, cum laude, Ginny Mai Lin Wing, Kevin T. Wing, Nicole T. Wynn, magna cum laude, Tao Wynn, Royce E. Nakwankwo, James Nawirhe, Maria Elena Orozco, cum laude, Brenda Asuraga Osimewege, magna cum laude, Sunita Pandey, Margaret Elizabeth Park, cum laude, Kruti Danish Patel, magna cum laude, I Pham, cum laude, Grantman Tree Pham, summa cum laude, Ngok Tay Pham, James Aaron Phillips, Van Cam Phung, Andrew Jackson Power, Sabina Kesim, cum laude, Elena Quintana, Michelle Hayek Recaba, Lydia Sanchez Ramirez, magna cum laude, Orlando Rivera, Jorge Luis Rivera, Mario Robles, Diana Rodriguez, Eric J. Rodriguez, Shazeb Sayed, summa cum laude. Lauren D. Samis, magna cum laude. Cindy Xavier Sanjo. Raya Shamar. Benjamin Edward Shelton. Nilima Bade Shrestha. Rajani Lata Shrestha, summa cum laude. Alejandro Silva. Ashdeep Singh. Cardine Elizabeth Smith. Siobhan A. Smith. Anna Lee Somsabach. Eileen Christie Soper. Pamela Lorraine Spiking, cum laude. Sorawit bin Silam Singh. Carly M. Swinger. Samantha L. Thomas. Tina C. Thomas, summa cum laude. Abeyan Tulaun. Seth Amite Tisby. Jose A. Torres. Kevin Nok Tran. Tai Quan Tran. Trung Tri Tran. Shannon T. Trin, cum laude. Jasmitha Tumala. Hai Tran Vo. Kaylee Jordan Wilhite, magna cum laude. Tanya Williams, magna cum laude. Zane Miles Weiner. Hirani Ivu. Alex Layton Young.
Dr. Fred McDonald will now present the candidates for bachelor degrees in the chemistry and biochemistry department.
Will the candidates for bachelor's degrees from the Department of Chemistry and Biochemistry please stand, come forward, and be recognized?
Oluwakola Elizabeth Akinwale. Kumal Ali. Joshua M. Albert. Brett C. Cleary. Francis Diengche, summa cum laude. Juan Galvan, cum laude. Lucy Ho, magna cum laude. Ain Mai Hong. Chania Chekuu Ikanemi, summa cum laude. Christopher Maxey. Gilbert Mefutumizi, cum laude. Robert Moore. Brian L. Wynn. Nawal Rahman, magna cum laude. Jamie Lynn Charnek. Tiffany Tang, summa cum laude. Hai Tai. Joseph T. Tran. William Charles Woolard.
Dr. Ashish Basu will now present the candidates for bachelor degrees in the Department of Earth and Environmental Sciences.
Will the candidates for bachelor degrees from the Department of Earth and Environmental Sciences please stand and come forward and be recognized?
Elizabeth Ray Brown, cum laude. Keith Lynn Larson, Tyson A. Miller, Valerie Parnell, Aaron C. Stein, Ivan I. Utong,
Dr. Jianzhang Su will now present the candidates for bachelor degrees in the Department of Mathematics.
Thank you, Dean Kaladi. Will the candidates for bachelor degrees from the Department of Mathematics please stand and come forward and be recognized?
Ted M. Blackman, Arthur Lawrence Otey, Mohammed S. Ilansari, Zachary J. Engel, Christian Andres Feya, Agustin Granados, Sean Kernegan, Tulasi Ram Kanal, Zachary David Looks, summa cum laude. Paul W. Marsh, Mohammed Tahir Nashwalgi, summa cum laude. Christy Wing, Amanda Louise Patrick, magna cum laude. Jeremy Charles Umphris,
Dr. Alex Wise will now present the candidates for bachelor degrees in the Department of Physics.
Thank you, Dean Khaledi. Will the candidates for bachelor's degrees from the Department of Physics please stand and come forward and be recognized?
Kelly Madeline Clonch, Michael Lendall Davenport, summa cum laude. Anthony Robert Flores, Saeed K. Imam, Jay Bilundi, Ronald J. Musser, Dalton Mark Sassumas, magna cum laude. Kennedy Exubagbe,
Dr. Perry Fuchs will now present the candidates for bachelor degrees in the Department of Psychology.
Will the candidates for bachelor's degrees from the Department of Psychology please stand and come forward and be recognized?
Oliver D. Agrishelton, cum laude. Elena Alba, Sasha Aldrete, Emily Biggs, Selena Jo Beltran, magna cum laude. Mariah Olivia Bermego, Ashley Christine Brickman, Andrew Burgett, magna cum laude. Reina Mahume Busol. Catherine Elizabeth Victoria Byers. Alicia Shannon Calhoun. Damian Alexandro Camacho. Leah C. Campbell. Anna Tao Chow, summa cum laude. Alyssa Michelle Castillo. Natalie Chamberlain. Yana I. Charles. Lillian Ravine Cloud, summa cum laude. Cara Suzanne Cockerman. Jasmine R. Coffey. Daniel Philip Cuevas. Marciela de Vela. Roberto Antonio de la Torre. Ashley K. Deutsch. Dwayne Trong Do. Michelle Dufresne. Lindsay Renee Dufay, summa cum laude. Margaret Elizabeth Earnhardt. Joanne Juliette Fernandez, cum laude. Juan Flores Landa. Brooke Caroline Fosse. Chevelle Marie Frederick. Flor Garcia. Abigail Danielle Gonzalez, magna cum laude. Taylor Kevin Hembright. Mackenzie Britton Harlan. Yvonne Herrera. Lena Hinde. Canister Hodges. Jared Thompson Hudfrey. Amne Jamal Jafar. Abraham Jimenez. Kendra D. Jones, cum laude. Sundus Khan. Winnie Kim, cum laude. Carly Nicole Kinchin. Elena Lopez. Valerie M. Magana, magna cum laude. Jennifer Alice Martin, magna cum laude. Dulce Marie Martinez. Marcine Irene McChilling. Raquivia McDonald. Christine Julie Michael. Veronica B. Nades. Lois Ngugu. Alsal Nori. Aaron Perez. Michael Jane Perez, summa cum laude. Warren Atkins Pruitt. Emily Ramirez, cum laude. Saul Rodriguez. Shay Lynn Rollins. Beatriz Adeline Ruvacaba, magna cum laude. Estela Sanchez. Alec Shigkirk, cum laude. David Sedigzadeh. Harjat K. Singh, cum laude. Jasmine N. Tompkins. Jessica Yusin. DiGiovanni Balaquez. Samantha Christian Borsino, magna cum laude. Jennifer Nicole Walters, magna cum laude. Lynette Fawcett Watts, magna cum laude. Hannah Elizabeth Wetzel, summa cum laude. Alexia Tambia Whitehead. Gabrielle Elizabeth Williams, magna cum laude. Tanisha Monique Williams. Daniel Aaron Winston Ruiz, summa cum laude. Isel Araceli Yanzi, summa cum laude. Madonna Youssef.
Dr. Greg Hale will now present the candidates for bachelor degrees through the UTeach program.
Will the candidates receiving Bachelor of Arts and Bachelor of Science degrees in biology, mathematics, physics, or university studies through the UTeach program please stand and come forward to be recognized?
Kayla Anderson. Cindy V. Arano, cum laude. J.B. Virginia Benitez. Jessica Balpraseth. Alicia Brent Chambers. Ashley Connor. Savannah Nicole Johnson. James K. Lee, cum laude. Beatriz Navarro. Leslie Melissa Ovieres. Luis David Puga. Fidel Salazar. Jacob Soto Ortiz.
Congratulations to all of you. Now, while this day and this ceremony focuses on the graduates, we want to be sure to recognize the tremendous support that these students have received from their loved ones, those who provided emotional, intellectual, and even financial support to enable them to reach this point. So, graduates, will you please stand and join me in recognizing those not wearing caps and gowns, parents, grandparents, spouses, siblings, friends who have sustained you on your journey. Graduates, upon completion of your degrees, UT Arlington is now your alma mater. At this time, would everyone please stand for the singing of the alma mater, the words to which are printed in your program.
Faculty and guests, you may be seated. Graduates, please remain standing. We are gathered here to share in the celebration of a transition in the lives of you, our students, the crossing of a symbolic threshold from students to learned members and leaders of society. You, our graduating students, represent our very best, and we expect that each of you will change the world for the better. Each of you has touched us in so many ways. We will miss you. Yet we are happy that you are moving on to another chapter in your lives. On your shoulders now rests the responsibility for furthering the reputation of the University of Texas at Arlington by what you do and what you achieve from this day forth. And as you get ready to leave these hallowed halls, we ask that you stay connected and engaged with your alma mater. There will be no more tests, no exams, no finals, no projects. So you can come and visit us often. Talk about your university affiliation with pride. Play a role as proud alumni in furthering our continuing drive for further levels of excellence, and celebrate our achievements just as we will continue to celebrate yours. We are now at the moment that you've been waiting for all these years. The celebration of your success and achievements, and of a tremendous milestone. By virtue of the authority vested by law in the Board of Regents of the University of Texas System, and delegated to the University of Texas at Arlington, I hereby confer upon each of you the respective academic degrees for which you have been recommended, with all rights, privileges, responsibilities, and obligations pertaining thereto. Guests and members of the faculty, please join me in congratulating our graduates and the newest alumni of the University of Texas at Arlington.
Graduates, please remain standing while I invite you to participate in two important commencement traditions. One is the turning of the Maverick ring, and the other is the turning of the tassel. First, for those graduates who received the official UT Arlington Maverick ring, you may now turn your ring so that UT Arlington faces outward. This symbolizes that you have earned your UT Arlington diploma and are now ready to face the world. From this day forward, all who encounter you will recognize you as a graduate of the University of Texas at Arlington. Congratulations. Second, graduates who have earned master's and doctoral degrees, you change your tassel from right to left when you received your bachelor degrees, and it will always remain on the left from this day forward. Bachelor graduates, you may now switch your tassel to the left side. This signifies that you have completed your undergraduate studies. I would like to congratulate all of our graduates again for your accomplishments and wish you continued success as you begin the next chapter of your lives. As the ceremony concludes, the graduates will follow behind the faculty using the center aisle to exit the arena. Graduates, please stay in line until you reach the outside exit onto Moritz Plaza. Guests, please remain seated until all graduates have exited the arena. You may exit by gates 2, 3, or 4 to meet your graduates outside on Moritz Arena and begin your family celebrations. Thank you for your cooperations, and again, congratulations. Have a great day. These proceedings are now concluded.